Hi, welcome in. Can you tell us your name and what position you're interviewing for?
Hi, my name is Emily Good, and I'm interviewing for the social media coordinator position.
Alrighty, Miss Emily, will you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name is Emily, and I live in Murrells Inlet, South Carolina. I'm 23 years old, and I love playing video games. Of course, Nintendo ones. My favorite game is Animal Crossing, and in my free time, I like to design logos and stuff for my friends just for fun. My dream is to work at the Nintendo corporate in Japan, and right now I'm actually working on learning Japanese.
Why do you want to work with us here at Nintendo?
I would like to work at Nintendo because I always dreamed of joining the team that made my favorite games, maybe even help them create one or two. I also want to help kids see the possibilities and creativity of the gaming world. I want them to get excited and grow their imaginations. I want to inspire them to dream big and to always be kids at heart.
What education and experiences have led you to this point?
First off, I had a Nintendo childhood playing Pokemon, Animal Crossing, Mario Brothers, along with Wii Fit and even Zumba. Education-wise, I learned how to use all the up-to-date software and learned how to work under the pressure of deadlines and busy schedules. For experience, I was a theater kid, so I helped design all the sets and costumes. Oh, I also worked at Chick-fil-A corporate in Georgia, and I helped host a lot of events and was assistant social media coordinator in my 2 years there. So I've had a lot of practice with creativity and design. I love working with the Nintendo products, so I hope to be able to join your team soon.
And why did you leave your last job?
I resigned from my last job because I realized that there was no growth. I was designing the same kind of social media pages and posting the same stuff pretty much every week. They didn't have a vision for their future, and they were happy staying in the same place. I want something with creativity in life, something that's going to mix it up and change people's lives.
And what are your long-term goals? Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
My long-term goal is to work for the Nintendo corporate office in Japan, designing, marketing, and planning events, and maybe even helping with the product launches. In about 5 years, I hope to be settled in Japan, working on making that dream come true.
Will you tell us about a time where you worked under a lot of pressure?
Well, let's see. I worked under a lot of pressure about 8 months ago when I designed the 75th anniversary salute for Mr. Truett Cathy, the founder of Chick-fil-A. I designed the corporate social media pages for the Georgia Chick-fil-A, and I worked for about 2 months getting all the designs and messaging approved and put together all the media so that they could all be posted as close to each other on the same day. It was really fun, but it was a lot of work. But in the end, I think it helped grow me as a designer.
Will you tell us about a problem that you had at work, and how did you solve it?
Well, the problem at work was that the Wi-Fi went down when I was in the middle of making a really big project. My initial reaction was to get really stressed and frustrated, but I decided to go home after I put all my stuff away, and I checked on the file to see if it had saved my work. It hadn't, and I had lost everything. But I started from scratch that night, and I made sure that it was even better than the original product. It ended up great, and everyone loved it.
What would you say are a couple of your strengths?
Well, I think that some of my strengths are the fact that I've been in this field for so long. I mean, like I said, I've designed many of the social media pages for the Chick-fil-A corporate in Georgia, and also I worked in school for many years, really hard. During my internships, I also worked on social media pages and even websites. Um, my other strengths, I'm very determined. I want to make sure that when I put my mind to something, I get it right, no matter how long it takes.
What would you say that some of your weaknesses are?
For one of my weaknesses, I haven't worked very much in the video game marketing field. I'm very familiar with your products, but I've only really marketed for like fashion design and for the food industry. I think I would learn very quickly at this job because I have so much experience with the products myself, playing them and also following you on social media and on YouTube.
Now, do you have any questions for us?
Well, I would like to know if there's room for growth here. Like I said before, I don't want to be stuck with the same thing each day. I want to be able to use my creativity to make something memorable for you and for the customers. And what would a typical workday look like? Would my days be early or late, or both, with lots of travel? And would there be space for creative brainstorming?
In answer to your question, yes, there is room for growth here. We love to hire and promote within our company because it helps build confidence in our employees and makes our company stronger. Well, a typical workday for us starts about 8 a.m. and you're free to build your own schedule. And travel would really depend on where a company goes with each game and what the promoters think is best for location, whether it be in the office or on site. There's plenty of space for your creative brainstorming. You would have your own office and supply room for all the props and backdrops. Well, alrighty, Miss Emily, thank you so much for coming in today. We have really enjoyed interviewing you, and we would like to welcome you to our team. I love your vision for the future, and Gerald will be getting in contact with you soon to figure out more information. Have a sticker.